you said we read and we've heard. So let's bring the media into this. Are they leading? And because we hear about it on the radio, television, and so on, then it becomes uppermost in our mind? Or is it really what Canadians are thinking about?
Well, I think it depends on the issue. For example, on the issue of healthcare, I haven't been to a hospital in a long time, haven't required any sort of emergency services myself for a long time. So I actually don't really have personally much of an assessment of the healthcare system. But what I do hear are these horror stories about hallway medicine, anecdotal evidence from friends about their experience in emergency rooms or trying to access specialists. And of course, what we hear on the news media almost every night, it seems right now, about healthcare. We also hear the provinces crying poor and trying to get more funding from the federal government. So I think on that issue, aside from those who are maybe more advanced in age or have some sort of chronic condition, the media does feed that interest in that issue. On things like interest rates, economy, taxation, this, I think, these issues are at the top because of lived experience. People see and feel in their own household budgets that things are becoming more expensive, that they're not able to afford the things that they used to be able to afford. And as a result, that is on the top of the agenda. And then you've got other issues, for example, like Indigenous reconciliation and other Indigenous issues that we do hear about in the media more often, but still don't seem to resonate quite as much with the average Canadian because it's a little bit more distant to them. It's one of those issues, again, where in an absolute sense, it is very important. And most Canadians recognize that, we've wronged Indigenous Canadians systemically for over a century, and we need to make it right. But when push comes to shove and there are limited resources available to governments, Canadians push that issue further down the list.